and welcome to Stillwater Memorial Church. My name is Julius Little, and it's no secret, I've wasted many years of my life being a part of the gang problem here in Stillwater. Fortunately, the Altor Corporation has given me a second chance. Join me as I take you through the past and future of Saints Row. Founded in the 1800s, Stillwater always was a city of great diversity and promise. But the peak of Stillwater came in the 1970s. While the downtown area was as popular as ever, the crown jewel in Stillwater's crown was the district of Saints Row, a testament to architecture and urban planning. Mission Beach was the most prestigious neighborhood to live in. However, the peace and tranquility was shattered when Alejandro Lopez moved to town. Backed by Colombian drug czars, Lopez not only controlled the vice trade, but he created the first major street gang in Stillwater, Los Canales. Los Canales spread like a cancer. Within months, Lopez's empire was spread throughout Stillwater. One of the neighborhoods that was hit the worst was Sunnyvale Gardens. The Carnales swept through Sunnyvale demanding protection fees, pushing drugs, and bringing gang warfare to the streets. Tired of the violence in his neighborhood, my childhood friend Benjamin King organized the kids in Sunnyvale to stand up for themselves, and the Vice Kings were born. Fueled by their desire to take back their neighborhood, the Vice Kings surged. In a matter of days, Sunnyvale was free of the Canales, but Ben King didn't stop there. Over the next months, the Vice Kings and the Carnales battled for control of Stillwater. And while the Carnales were reduced to a fraction of their former glory, the cost had been high. Not only was Stillwater torn apart, but Ben King had grown accustomed to power and refused to give it up. Rather than continue to be a leg breaker for Benjamin, I dropped my flags and moved to Saints Row. Sadly, my retirement was relatively short-lived. As the years went by, Benjamin King started to direct his focus to legitimate business ventures, and his criminal empire suffered for it. Not only did the Carnales regain their strength, but a new gang, the West Side Rollers, also tried to make a name for themselves. For a while, these three gangs tore each other apart. But once the violence spilled into Saints Row, I had to do something. Like Benjamin, I gathered the people of this neighborhood and gathered them in this very building. Here is where the 3rd Street Saints were born. During the reign of the 3rd Street Saints, this building was no stranger to violence. And what few pews remained in the condemned church were often stained with blood. But what was the epicenter for violence in Saints Row has since become an icon for rebirth. After Alderman Hughes' assassination, one of my lieutenants, a strategist named Dex, accepted a job at Altor and made it his first order of business to return this building into the icon it was in the 70s. After painstaking and exacting restoration efforts spanning 2 years, Altor is proud to open these church doors once again. At a time when our city was shrouded by fear and apathy, the Altor Corporation took a stand when no one else would. By working closely with Monica Hughes, Altor created an urban renewal program that not only created jobs and housing, but created safety as well. The Saints Row you are now standing in is the furthest thing from the violent streets of yesteryear.
You know what would be tight? A double-barreled rocket launcher.
At a time when our city was shrouded by fear and apathy, the Altor Corporation took a stand when no one else would. By working closely with Monica Hughes, Altor created an urban renewal program that not only created jobs and housing, but created safety as well. The Saints Row you are now standing in is the furthest thing from the violent streets of yesteryear. And with your help, it will never turn back.